Hello and welcome back to the Kerbal Space Program. My name is WW but you already know that, and I thought I'll show you the re-entry of this thing. Since we're not gonna actually get it to Eve. We didn't really waste any money on this. We're still ahead on how much we got for this in advance. This thing is heat resistant, I gotta say. Wow, really? Realism. Please. Well, in any way. Let's start this episode off with a boom. Hitting the ground with 130 meters per second. Hello? Okay. Nothing survived, I guess. What? Really? Debris that survived? I am amazed. What do you... You know, you are not actually in any sort of motion. So... I should pretty much be able to get off of this thing. What the fuck, game? You are in... No, I am not in flight. I am landed. There. How is that flying? Look, you are such a fucking moron. Moron, 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 moron. Why am I flying low when I'm lying on the ground? Fuck you. Leave anyway. How? Which also means that this fucking ship now is still in fucking orbit, I guess. Or did you just delete it? Yep, that still didn't impact. Dump. Anyway, let's get this down into the atmosphere, shall we? Come on. Burn up. You know, you're not actually, like, you're 29 kilometers above ground. What is your problem? Get deleted. What's your fucking problem? 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. Game. What? Excuse me? Excuse me? I was unaware you can orbit underground. This game. This freaking game. Underground orbits. Yeah. In any way. I accept that as a failure for once. And probably we're going to take these off and instead use liquid fuel boosters. This one. This should have a lot more delta V and a lot more thrust, actually. So, little tank on top of that to make that a little bit more. And then I want a slanted nose cone for this size. Anyway. Then I want a Zapatron, of course. And I'm just gonna go ahead and say that's the wrong direction. Wanted to fire this way. One unit there is totally enough. Just gonna make that be 3 instead, so they have enough thrust. Okay. Then of course we're going to do the usual strutting. Actually, I wanted to strut you down here. Yeah, let's make a cross strut. Why not? So these down here. No, in here actually. And these go up here with this and this. Morons. Good. That should be that. That should be a whole lot more delta V now. So we should have all the 2000 delta V of this left in orbit, actually. Which is definitely enough to go to Eve and back. However, I want a few batteries. Like in here. Just to make that a little bit less dependent on the sun. Call that Mark II. Save it. And actually get it to orbit this time. So 3, 2, 1 launch. SAS on, thrust to, I guess, 2/3 should be enough. This should have a whole lot of delta V. And a whole lot of thrust to weight, sorry. 3, 2, 1, launch. Okay, full thrust. Also, this is wobbling. Yeah, that also didn't really go the way it... Whoa. Okay. Revert flight to vehicle assembly. You obviously need fucking fins. Not only that, you also obviously need... fucking stupidly attached struts. To not wobble like crazy. Good. Fins. Winglet. In here. Should be fine. Save. Launch. Da 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 da. And in 3, 2, 1, launch. That's way better. And changing engines in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now. See? Nice separation. Also, I should become pretty much horizontal by now. Do you crash into each other? Great. Means that only parts of you will ever go down, actually. Gonna change this over. Because pretty much from here on out the fairings are pretty much useless. At least we don't really need them. I'm still gonna keep them on until we are out of the atmosphere though. Okay, let's cut the engines, let's get rid of the fairing. Let's time accelerate out of the atmosphere and hit the solar panels. And then let's get into orbit. This time I actually still have control because I have electric charge. Because I remembered to put batteries on. Okay. I still didn't remember to put enough reaction wheels though, apparently. Oh, I like that bug with engine lights. Lighting up a whole continent by just firing an engine in space. Kinda cool. I'd like to be able to do that in real life. Nice, 110 by 74. We have more than enough delta V left to go to Eve now, so this should be fine. You can fly around here until the Eve window arrives. Good. That's the engine test around Gilly. Space Center. Then we're gonna have the ore collector for Gilly that's gonna deliver its ore to Eve. We should have already built the entire rocket for that. Really? Gilly. Gilly to Eve ore transporter. Load. Oh yeah, that was that thing. That monstrosity. Atmospheric. 1.3, that should be enough. But I want all of you to go in here. Please. Get that up here. Get that up here. I think I never fixed the staging on this. Save. That's all of that. Then those are the separators and the 5 liquid fuel tanks. Why? Okay, that's never gonna separate because they only separate at the middle and then fall off as pairs. Also, this separates here because then that starts. This all in all has more delta V than it ever will need, and I think we're fine. Yeah. Okay. No one in there. Good. Do we have panels on here? Yeah. Those are apparently inside there. Yep. Drills, okay. Start and stop surface harvesting. Okay. I hope that works that way, and we are just going to save and launch. Then we're gonna see whether those boosters are enough. This definitely is a construction that I would not recommend to a friend. Full throttle because we're gonna need that when we separate. SAS on. And in 3, 2, 1, launch. It lives! Wait. Kerbals sure don't care about air pollution, do they? For your information, I'll be going straight up until I can lose the boosters. Yeah, that's not efficient, I know, but it works. And no, nothing will fall on the launch pad because we're gonna be out of physics range. Holy fuck. I'm looking forward to that stage separation. Explosions everywhere. I'm pretty sure, at least. Wow! What was that? Okay, we're about to separate. As I said, this stage separation is gonna be really, really funny. Gonna hold prograde for now. Okay. Everything's fine, don't worry. Don't hold prograde actually. Just give me a little bit of stability assisting. Now of course we get wobbly rocket syndrome because we have a lot of gimbling going on and I can't actually do anything about that. Apart from setting the gimbal limit on the center one down to 0, essentially. We're playing this at like 3 or 4 FPS. I don't know. Also, just let me have some sort of good direction here for the 90 degrees vector. Okay, we have an apoapsis of 54. I kind of want to keep going more horizontal. If this ship will let me. Okay, don't flip. I should be able to just go down to the 90-degree to the horizon and have no problem by now. And I'm actually gonna go ahead and time accelerate up there. And that's the fairing, yep. I'm gonna do this. Now that's free. One. And Z. Those things, of course, like to overheat in space, because they're actually launch engines that are meant for atmospheric flight. Let's go to apoapsis to be a little bit more efficient about this still. Oh hey, engine lights. You know, I would be brighter than the sun right now if that was true. Mods and their little bugs. I love it. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2. Yeah, 36, 100. Yeah, that should be still outside. Ah. And there we go, leaving a whole chunk of bullshit in space. Meh. Also now this will actually radiate away over those radiator panels, which is kind of weird. I actually wanted to dump this back into the atmosphere. Well, now it's gonna stay here forever. Transfer window for Eve 74 days away. Let's go back to the Space Center and have a look here at the last ship that we're gonna launch. Okay, load that up. Eve Psi Rover, load. Now what does that look like? That's got an interstage fairing and the... oh yeah, that stuff. I am not very confident about this. Oh, that is strutted, okay. That's not too bad. I still feel like this needs more strutting work. Or at least gimbal limit. Like, this is again one of those 4 things that burn out at the same time things. No, those are actually asparagus staged. Okay. So we want the full, actually like 50% of the gimbal in the middle and the others to like 19, and those are the first that go, I think. Yep. Yeah. Others to 19 should be fine. Also, I want this to be gimbal limited to 45. So just that this doesn't fuck up completely. How are we looking with the landing of this thing? I'm using the... Okay, I'm using the fairing as a heat shield. Good. Good to know. So the last thing that goes here is the fairing. When does that fairing leave? Yeah, that fairing goes with this decoupler and the chutes at the same time as... What is that? I don't think I will decouple the chutes at the same time that I will use them. Will I? What the hell, staging? Oh, come on, you through-clicking son of a motherfucker. Control Z. Get that back on. What? Are you stupid or something? I want you to put this back on. That's better. So that will never actually leave, because that's that fairing. So yeah. We're gonna see how well this works. So these start when this goes with that. That's good. And this goes down here with that. And these leave at the same time as these. Okay. I think this should be fine. We might be able to actually just dump this into Eve's atmosphere from the encounter. I don't know yet. Anyway, save this thing and I'll see you for the launch in the next episode. Till then, like and favorite if you enjoyed, subscribe for more, and until next time, I'm WW Dadman. Bye.